Welcome back to sports. Since its inception in 2020 last year, the PNG American Football Federation has come through tough times but reported a successful first season. President and founder Timothy Jim told NBC National Sports that this year they are looking at 8 teams and are just waiting for the PNG Sports Foundation for the authorization to kickstart its season. Jim said despite the tough economic and world pandemic period in PNG, the sport is gaining interest among youths who are keen to take part. Fulton Jr. reports.
It's something big for the PNG American Football Federation with its flag football, the shorter version of American football being undertaken in Port Moresby. President and founder of the American Football Federation, Timothy Jim, said the positive aspect is the interest being shown by youths in the sport.
I think this year we're looking at something big for this year for about flag football. We're looking at 8 teams from Gorobe, and then Geru, and 8 Mile and 9 Mile. So flag football program looks really good. But we are waiting for the PNG Sports Foundation, the pandemic committee, to give us the green light, and we will go ahead with all our programs.
The sport is currently being played at the St. Therese Oval at Badili. According to Jim, the code does not have a venue as yet, but the sport is surely progressing in PNG.
The positive thing that I'm seeing at the moment is the interest of the youths and the surrounding communities. The sport is really new in the country, and people are really interested in that sports. And they wish they could assist and all sort of things, but with the financial situation and the economic and even the coronavirus case here in Papua New Guinea, people are kind of helpless at the moment to help us. But they have the interest, and that's the thing that I really like.
He said full equipments for the full American football has arrived from Texas. These include American football balls, shoulder pads, and the helmet as well.
To have the full version is generally everything I have here right now: the helmet, the pad, the ball, and a good field. That's all I could say, and players that can be able to play.
Meanwhile, the word from International Football Federation, the world body of American Football Federation, is pleased with PNG's progress so far.
Word from International American Football Federation, President Richard Meglin is really happy with the football development here in the country, and he really wants the government of Papua New Guinea to really support this American football program that we are starting here in the country. And he is looking forward for Papua New Guinea players to play in the NFL and in the CFL in Canada and other countries.
And President Timothy Jim said their plan is to take part in the Asia Championship in 2022. Paul Tomic Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
6 years ago, these young